Yep. I'm loaded. You're loaded.
Everybody is being exploited. So I found the laws. I found the reason why. So there's a collaborative approach for exploitation on DNA between Russia, Canada, and the United States. So I just learned this new law yesterday. I know about all the other shit laws. This one I didn't know about. So it's called NAGA-OIC. It's NAGA-OIC. So what it is, it's a DNA protection law for exploitation of genetics. And Russia, the United States, and Canada never signed it. So they, in them never signing it, they're actually utilizing it and exploiting their own populations for intellectual property, for patents. So Canada was the home to the Human Genome Project. And the Human Genome Project, in part, was owned by an entity called Bill Morneau Chappelle. So Morneau Chappelle. So it was owned by Morneau Chappelle first. So had direct relationship. So he was the former finance minister of Canada in this last tenure of this former potato, the Prime Minister of Canada, the one that prided himself on his appearance, Trudeau, right? The son of the old Prime Minister from the 60s and 70s, so second generation. Now, what does that mean? Well, he's also affiliated with biomedical research and investments for them. Public pension funds. It's cyclical and it's a direct relationship. So, your DNA is likely in storage within the project.
Well, when I ask where I am, Bobbie, the three places that Google tells me I am is CERN, the south lawn of the White House, and
I'll tell you why you're at CERN. Okay.
The Max Planck Institute. Tell me why I'm at CERN.
The Max Planck Institute does non-consensual remote research using body area network access data points. White House, likely Department of Defense, co-chair.
Wow.
That's what was traced to. And CERN, well, CERN has I think it's called White Rabbit time system. So they use it's called the White Rabbit time system. I traced it one day and did a video on it. You didn't pay attention to the White Rabbit video. So just look up CERN and White Rabbit. So CERN, White Rabbit.
Are we literally connected to the machine through CERN?
No, it's a timestamp system.
Okay.
Okay. There we go.
So Max Planck is doing behavioral research?
Yeah. Max Planck research. First came across Max Planck research, who's connected to Israel, who's connected to... I think it was joint research with Israel. Israel entities are in an agreement with joint research for remote projects with the Canadian government. So it's cyclical. So it looks like, I'm speculating that they're hunting rare genetic haplogroups that are deemed as pretty old. We'll just say pretty old. So my haplogroup is basically the genetic founder of the indigenous people of Russia, Sweden, Scandinavia, Norway. So my genetic ancestry is direct. I don't forward mutate, I back mutate, which is virtually unheard of in genetics. So, moving forward. word.
Yeah, with an IQ of probably 160, I would say you are a genius. You are the scribe. You are the neurodivergent.
Well, whatever. I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it fucking is. At least I understand. I mean, I didn't understand why I was the way I was, but I picked up on different subjects and just got obsessed with them for a period of time.
Who started the Human Genome Project?
I haven't looked at that entire history. I only looked at relevancy for investment.
Can I tell you something that no one knows?
Canada.
Can I tell you something that very few people know? Jeffrey Epstein was a Human Genome Project. It was all about getting the Rothschild and the elite bloodlines to taint. That's why it was a lot of infertilization and fertilizing and laboratory experiments and women saying they woke up on tables. It was a human genome experiment. He was going to taint the bloodlines of the world with his blood.
Well, I'll tell you the problem. I'll say speculative problem with this. So my genetic haplogroup hasn't had a mutation in between 30 to 40,000 years. I back mutate.
What does that mean, back mutate?
I'm as close as you can get to a person from 30 to 40,000 years ago.
So you're the closest relative to Eve, probably. Genetically closest to the original.
There are others. That's right. And there was no singular Eve. There was 7 mitochondrial Eves.
What?
Based upon genetic tracing.